Everything's brown, 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 everything. So sick of it. So since I started this YouTube channel, the absolute biggest pain for me as far as gear goes has been audio. I've screwed the audio up so much in all my videos. I've had videos where you can just barely hear what I was saying. And I've had videos with the audio just clipping like crazy. You go back and look at some of my older videos, I mean the audio is just all over the place. And even some of my recent ones, just the same thing. I mean, I just cannot seem to get it right. I've used one channel and didn't move that channel over to the other channel. So we're just playing out of one speaker. I didn't have it in mono. I mean, there's just been a whole host of issues with my audio since I've started this channel. And I've tried a whole bunch of different mics, you know? Like I've tried some of these wireless mics, shotgun mics, really expensive ones, like these real expensive Rode shotgun mics, and they're pretty good, you know? And I've also, probably the easiest one to use is the Sony mic. But you can't move away from your camera any at all. And that's why I'm kind of gravitating towards these little small wireless mic systems. And I've had the Rode 2 and the first DJI mic, and I kind of wanted to upgrade because the 32-bit float, man, it's the best thing ever. And so I ordered the DJI 2 mic, and I got that in, and I tested it out. I just didn't like it that much. Like the sound to me was kind of tinny, just a little bit. And I tried it, you know, I've tried it with the low cut on, with the low cut off, and that does help quite a bit. The noise cancellation just sounds like total trash when you use that. And also, for some reason, Mic 1 sounded just a little bit different than Mic 2. So these are kind of weird things happening with that mic. And I just decided that that's just something I didn't want to go with. So I ordered the Rode Wireless Pro. And that's what I've been out using for the past few days. And to be honest with you, since I've got this microphone system, started using it, my audio issues have quickly gone away. We're going to talk about that a little bit today, why I chose the Wireless Pro over the DJI. And even though there's still these big time YouTubers out there telling you the DJI Mic 2 is better, they may be wrong. They may be wrong. So we're going to talk about the case a little bit. In that DJI mic, you had that battery case. And in that battery case, you couldn't fit the cable or the wind muffs, either one in there. So you're forced to kind of take a separate bag, if you will, to carry all that extra stuff. Now they provided one with you, but the size of that was just pretty massive, you know, to keep in a camera bag, just to keep, you know, wind muffs and a cord. It kind of seemed like a lot of dead space. But the Rode mic, you can fit it all in one case and slip it right in your camera bag. And here's an earlier segment I made with the Osmo Pocket 3 and the DJI mic. So in this one case, I have the cable, the transmitter, and 2 receivers with the wind muffs attached, and the magnets on the back. I can fit it all in this case, just like that. Turn it over, zip it up, put this in my bag, don't have to carry anything else. The major selling point that I see people talk about the DJI is usability. Like it has a touchscreen and a little jog wheel, and you can easily change your settings, which is absolutely true. But the problem I have with that is you can also change your settings on accident. And that's what I was doing a lot with the DJI. Like I know it has a lock on there, but it never failed. Every time I went to put it on my camera or was taking it off my camera, anytime I was messing around with that receiver, I was accidentally changing settings on it. And when I go to record audio, my settings would be different than what I thought they were. And I had to go in and try to figure out what I had changed and what I hadn't changed, change everything back, then get to going. So yes, if you just want to make a few changes or up and down the gain a little bit, that jog wheel and touchscreen is great. Of course you can lock it, but you have to remember to lock it, because if you don't, you're gonna be changing stuff accidentally. They say the Rode, you can't make changes on the fly very easily, and that's true. The interface on the actual receiver is pretty clunky, like you have to click buttons and scroll over, and it's a pretty pain. It's a big pain in the ass, if, you know, to be honest with you. But I found what the Rode is, I haven't needed to change any settings. So I connected it all into the app and found which camera I use. They told me to use 6 on my camera. I set my camera to 6. Went over, set all my receivers to audio, and I haven't needed to change anything at all, and my audio has been pretty good. I have all these buttons and stuff. They really don't even do anything on the receiver or the transmitter, so when I'm hooking the camera up, I don't hit anything by accident, or I don't have to worry about turning anything off on accident. And that's what I like about the Rode is, once you set it, you're pretty much done. There's no reason to make any changes. That auto function is awesome. So that's just my 2 cents on the usability. Yes, the DJI is more usable if you want to make a bunch of changes on the fly, but with the Rode, you really don't have to make any changes, so what difference does it make? And a lot's been made about the size of these receivers, but I don't know if that's a fair comparison or not. I mean, you have this Rode one here, it's shiny and black, and it's about 1 inch wide. And the DJI one's shiny and clear, and it's about 3/4 of an inch wide. This one may be a little bit heavier, but I don't see much of a difference. If you're wearing one of these on your shirt and doing a video like this, people are going to notice it no matter what microphone you have on your shirt. And you've decided that it's okay to have a microphone on your shirt for your videos. So there's not much difference in this receiver versus the DJI receiver. That's a non-issue. Anybody making a deal about that is not being honest with you at all, because there's nothing in it. Now, a lot of people are making a big deal about the Bluetooth functions of the DJI mic versus the Rode mic. Now, if you have Action 4 or Pocket 3 and you didn't get the microphone with your Pocket 3, you may consider getting the DJI, because it all hooks up via Bluetooth and it sounds pretty good for those applications. And I will admit, it is handy to have a microphone to be able to beam directly into the Pocket 3. Just turn it on and it connects automatically. You're good to go. When you start hooking that DJI mic to any other devices, the sound quality gets pretty bad, to be honest with you. Say if you're doing a bunch of cell phone shooting and you try to pair that up to your cell phone, it's just not going to sound very good. And in DJI's defense, they have a better method for connecting the receiver straight to your phone. You know, it just plugs right into the receiver and you stick it into the bottom of your phone. Whereas the you have a little cable that you have to connect. Then you have to stash the receiver somewhere. So that is a little bit better solution on the DJI, but I never shoot with my phone. Like, I'm not a phone video shooter, so that part doesn't make much of a difference to me. So, and also the Rode has timecode, and while I don't ever use timecode or particularly know what it is, I see a lot of different, filmmaker type channels. They're kind of geeking out on that particular feature. And I guess what you can do is you can hook a couple of different cameras up to the receiver and be able to sync everything better in post. Like I say, I don't know much about it, enough to comment about it because I never use it, but it seems to be a real popular feature with the Rode. DJI doesn't have that. Does it need it? Probably not. I think these 2 units may be made for a different segment of people. And let's talk about what you get with the actual Rode unit. It's a little bit more expensive, like $50 extra or so. But with that, of course, you get this extra case, which I don't carry with me. I just carry the 1 case. But you get 2 lav mics, which are fairly expensive. And I think that definitely makes for the extra $50 or so. These lav mics can screw in to receiver, locking them in place, which is really handy. The most important, the thing that I like about these lav mics is the best is you, not only you get the little foam windscreen that comes with most lav mics, but you also get a dead cat that goes right on top there and locks into place. And if you've ever messed with like aftermarket or third party dead cats and try to get them on your lav mics, you know what I'm talking about. These things are awesome. And if you buy these separately, these are pretty expensive. I think I paid like $10 or $15 just for one of these for one of my lav mics in the past. Now, the only downside about these lav mics, as you can see, I don't use lav mics a whole lot, so they're still kind of in packaging. The only thing bad about these particular lav mics is you can't make the little tape nest or whatever and hide them underneath your shirt, because they're kind of flat like that right there. I'm sure the camera won't show that, but see if I can stick it down like that. They're kind of flat like that, so you're not able to use the whole tape method and tape them to yourself underneath your shirt. So the only downside about these lav mics is they're a little bit different design on the actual microphone part. You know, is that a big deal? That's kind of up to you. Like I say, I don't use lav mics very much. I just put this thing on my shirt and let it rip. So for what I do, the DJI mics win pretty much going away. They sound better. You set it and forget it, and you can carry the whole system in one pouch. Those three things right there, for me, it's a no-brainer. Anyway, that's just kind of my thoughts on the whole situation. Definitely rode all the way for me. So I hope this video has been a little bit helpful to you. Hope you maybe learned a little bit of something, kind of one of the reasons why you might choose one over the other, because there is different reasons to choose one over the other. So anyway, if you liked the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Here's the funny thing, shooting videos is the damnedest thing that I've ever done. Like, you can come out to a location like this, nobody out here, you know, probably for most of the day, you know. I come out here, as soon as I turn my camera on, people just start showing up like they're giving away free hamburgers or something. I mean, it's the craziest, and that happens all the time. It's not just this one place. It happens pretty much every time I go anywhere. And then if you go to secluded, you know, you think you're going to a secluded spot, you pull up in there, there'll be one person up in there, just one, just randomly just doing absolutely nothing, doing nothing. I mean, it is the damnedest thing shooting these videos, man. It is crazy.